My child, come closer to me tonight. Do not remain alone in the corner of your fear, holding your breath as though the darkness has the right to swallow you. I know this night feels heavy. I know your heart has carried more than it could explain. I know there are wounds inside you that no one has seen, questions you have whispered without receiving an answer, and tears you have wiped away before the world could notice. Yet I am here, nearer than the silence around you. Gentler than the pillow beneath your head, stronger than the storm pressing against your soul. Listen to me with the little strength you still have. You do not need perfect words to reach me. You do not need a brave face, a clean record, or a heart untouched by sin. Bring me the weakness you are ashamed of. Bring me the thoughts you fear to confess. Bring me the tiredness that has made even prayer feel difficult. I am not standing far away, waiting for you to become worthy before I love you. I am bending toward you with mercy, calling you by name. Holding out my hands to receive what has become too heavy for you. I have spoken to weary souls, and I speak again to you tonight. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Let those words enter the place where anxiety has been living. Let them pass through the locked doors of your heart. Let them sit beside the memories that still hurt you. This is not a cold command from a distant throne. It is the voice of your Father calling his child home. It is my promise that your exhaustion is not invisible. Your suffering is not meaningless, and your night is not stronger than my love. Perhaps you have tried to be strong for too long. Around others, you may smile, answer politely, work, serve, help, and pretend that nothing is breaking inside. Yet, when the room grows quiet, when the lights are turned off, when there is no one left to distract you, the hidden battle returns. Thoughts rise like waves. Regrets speak louder. Fear reminds you of bills, illness, loneliness, failure, rejection, and tomorrow's unknown burden. In those moments, your soul feels as if it is walking through a valley with no end. Still, I want you to know this: you are not walking there without me. Even when your prayer is only a breath, I hear it. Even when your faith feels smaller than a seed, I see it. Even when you are too tired to lift your eyes, I am already looking at you with compassion. The darkness may convince you that you have been forgotten, but darkness cannot erase my covenant of mercy. Night may cover the earth, but it cannot cover you from my presence. Pain may bend your shoulders, but it cannot remove you from my hands. Fear may speak loudly, but it does not have the final word over your life. Tonight, do not run away from me because you feel unclean. Do not hide from me because you have fallen again. Do not think I am disappointed in you the way people have been disappointed in you. I know the dust from which you were formed. I know how fragile the human heart can be. I know the battles that exhausted you before anyone ever asked whether you were okay. My mercy is not frightened by your misery. My love is not offended by your tears. My grace does not withdraw because your strength has failed. Come as you are, my child. Come with trembling hands. Come with a confused mind. Come with a heart that no longer knows how to explain its pain. If all you can say is, Father, help me, then say it slowly. If all you can whisper is, stay with me tonight, then whisper it honestly. If even words are too hard, simply turn your heart toward me. I understand the prayer that has no sound. I understand the cry hidden beneath silence. I understand the soul that is too wounded to speak, but still longs to be held. There is a rest I want to give you that the world cannot manufacture. It is not the empty rest of pretending nothing is wrong. It is not escape, denial, or numbness. My rest enters the room while the problem may still remain, and yet the heart begins to breathe again. My rest does not always remove every question immediately, but it places my presence between you and despair. My rest does not always change the night at once, but it changes the way the night touches you. It teaches your soul that you are guarded, loved, carried, and never abandoned. Let me take from your hands the burden you were never meant to hold alone. Release the fear of not being enough. Release the shame that keeps repeating your past. Release the sorrow that tells you tomorrow will only be another wound. Place your poverty before me. Place your sickness before me. Place your broken relationships, your tired body, your troubled mind, and your uncertain future before me. Nothing is too small for my attention, and nothing is too heavy for my power. What crushes you does not crush me. What confuses you is not beyond my wisdom. Beloved child, breathe slowly now. You are still here because I have kept you. Your life is not finished because pain has visited you. Your story is not ruined because you have walked through failure. A dark night is not the same as a dead end. A wounded heart is not the same as a lost soul. A tired faith is not the same as no faith. I can work with the smallest opening you give me. I can begin again in places you thought were beyond repair. I can bring light into corners of your spirit that have been closed for years. Hear me tenderly. You do not have to earn my embrace tonight. You do not have to prove your strength before I comfort you. A child does not need to explain every tear before being held by a loving father. So let yourself be held. Stop fighting every thought by yourself. Stop measuring your worth by what you lost, by who left, by what failed, or by what others said about you. Your worth rests in my love, and my love has not changed. Before you performed well, I loved you. After you fell, I still loved you. In the middle of this night, I love you now. Let this simple prayer rise from your heart. Father, I come to you in my darkest night. I am tired, afraid, and unable to carry this alone. Give me the rest you promised. Hold my heart close to yours. Do not let fear rule over me. Do not let despair speak louder than your love. Stay with me, guide me, forgive me, heal me, and help me trust that I am safe in your hands. Remain with those words for a moment. Do not rush away from them. Let each line become a small lamp inside your chest. When you say, I come to you, you are no longer hiding. When you say, I am tired, you are telling the truth before the one who already knows. When you ask for rest, you are opening the door to my peace. When you place yourself in my hands, you are choosing not to be ruled by the darkness. A short prayer, when spoken with a sincere heart, can become a bridge between fear and hope. My child, I am with you in this room. I am with you in this night. I am with you in the ache you cannot name. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breathing slow. Let your heart lean on mine. The world may not understand what you have endured, but I understand. People may not know how close you came to giving up, but I know. Others may see only the outside of your life, but I see the hidden battlefield, and I am not leaving you there alone. Before this night ends, allow my promise to cover you. Come to me, and I will give you rest. Not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Not because you have solved everything, but because I am faithful. Not because the darkness has disappeared, but because my presence has entered it with you. Close your eyes, my beloved child, and receive the mercy that is already reaching for you. I am here. I am near. I am your rest in the darkest night. Beloved child, when the night stretches longer than your strength, do not believe the lie that you have been left alone. Darkness has a way of making every sorrow feel larger, every fear sound louder, and every wound seem deeper than it truly is. In the quiet hours, your mind may return to memories you tried to bury, to words that wounded you, to losses that still ache, to prayers that seem unanswered. Yet even there, in the place where no human eye can see you, I remain beside you with a love that does not grow tired. Sometimes, You look around and see no sign that I am near. The room is silent. The problem is still there. The body still hurts. The debt still waits. The relationship still feels broken. The loneliness still sits beside you like an unwanted guest. Because nothing appears to change, your heart begins to ask whether I have turned away. But my child, silence is not the same as absence. A seed grows beneath the soil before anyone sees the first green shoot. A wound begins to heal beneath the bandage before the skin looks new again. In the same way, my grace can be working within you even when your eyes cannot yet recognize it. Hear me gently tonight. I am not only the God of bright mornings and answered prayers. I am also the Father who stays through midnight, through confusion, through trembling, through the hours when faith feels like a thread. I do not come close only when you are joyful. I do not love you only when you are strong. I do not walk with you only when you understand the path. My love enters the places where your voice breaks, where your courage fades, where your hope feels small, and where your soul quietly whispers, I cannot do this anymore. Perhaps this night has made you feel forgotten. You may have watched others move forward while your own life seemed delayed. You may have seen people smile while you carried a pain no one noticed. You may have wondered why healing takes so long, why peace feels so far, why the doors you prayed for remain closed. Yet I tell you, my child, delay is not rejection. Waiting is not abandonment. The fact that you do not yet see the answer does not mean I have stopped listening. I am near in the waiting, shaping what you cannot see and strengthening what you thought was too weak to continue. Look at your own breath for a moment. You are still breathing. Even after everything that tried to crush you, life remains within you. That breath is not an accident. It is a quiet sign that I am still sustaining you. Each heartbeat is a whisper of my patience. Each moment you endure is proof that despair has not defeated you. The darkness may tell you that nothing is left, but I am telling you that my hand is still holding what remains, and what remains in my hand can be renewed. There are hours when you want me to remove the night immediately. I understand that longing. I know how exhausted you are. I know how painful it is to continue when you cannot see where the road is leading. Still, my presence does not always arrive as a sudden light that floods everything at once. Sometimes I come as the strength to take one more breath. Sometimes I come as a small calm in the middle of panic. Sometimes I come as a memory of my promise, a tear that finally falls. A moment of honesty, or a quiet desire not to give up. Do not despise the small signs of my nearness. A softened heart is a sign. A peaceful minute is a sign. The courage to pray one sentence is a sign. The decision to stay alive, to keep hoping, to open your hands again, to sleep instead of surrendering to fear. These are not small things in my eyes. I see the battles you fight in secret. I see the effort it takes for you to rise when your soul feels heavy. I see the invisible victories that no one applauds. Heaven notices what the world overlooks. Tonight, the enemy of your soul may try to turn darkness into a courtroom. He may bring accusations against you. He may remind you of every failure, every weakness, every door you closed, every person you disappointed, every sin that still makes you ashamed. He may tell you that your suffering proves you are unloved. But I have not come to condemn the child who comes to me in need. I have come to lift you from the dust, to wash what shame has stained, to speak mercy where accusation has been loud, and to remind you that my grace is greater than the voice that attacks you. Rest your heart in this truth. I know how to remain faithful when you feel unstable. I know how to guide you when you cannot see clearly. I know how to hold you when you cannot hold yourself together. Your weakness does not push me away. It invites my compassion. Your tears do not disturb me. They draw my tenderness. Your questions do not frighten me. They open a place where I can meet you honestly. Bring me the question you are afraid to ask. Bring me the disappointment you have tried to hide. Bring me the anger, confusion, emptiness, and grief. I am not fragile. I can receive the truth of your heart. Many times, you have believed that being faithful means never feeling afraid. But courage is not the absence of trembling. Courage is letting me hold your hand while you tremble. Faith is not pretending the night is easy. Faith is turning your face toward me even when the night is painful. Hope is not denying the wound. Hope is trusting that my love is still present inside the wound, working deeper than your feelings can measure. In the long night, your thoughts may run ahead into tomorrow and return with terrible predictions. They may say you will not make it, that nothing will improve, that the burden will only grow heavier. Yet tomorrow belongs to me before it reaches you. The hour you fear has already been seen by my eyes. The road you cannot imagine has already been held within my wisdom. You do not need to carry tomorrow while tonight is still in your hands. Give me this hour. Give me this breath. Give me this moment of fear. I will be enough for the next step when the next step comes. Let your soul hear me say what the storm cannot erase. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My presence is not temporary. I do not stay only until the path becomes difficult. I do not walk away when the tears become many. I do not turn aside when your mind feels tired or when your prayers become short. My promise stretches beyond the length of your trial, beyond the reach of your fear, beyond the final shadow that tries to threaten you, where the night is long. My faithfulness is longer. A child may wake in the darkness and cry because the room seems strange. Yet when the father enters, the walls have not changed. The night may still remain, and the window may still show blackness outside. But everything becomes different because the child is no longer alone. This is what my presence does for you. I may not remove every shadow in one moment, but I come near enough for your soul to know that the shadows do not rule the room. I come near enough to remind you that love is stronger than fear. Allow me to sit beside the places in you that feel unfinished, the prayer not yet answered, the healing not yet complete, the dream not yet restored, the relationship not yet mended, the strength not yet returned. I am not impatient with the slow places in your life. I am not disgusted by the parts of you that still ache. I am not ashamed to be seen beside you while you are still struggling. I am the father of the wounded, the shepherd of the weary, the light that does not abandon the valley. Slowly, begin to release the thought that you must understand everything before you can trust me. Understanding may come later. Peace can begin now. Answers may unfold with time. My hand is available now. The path may remain hidden. My presence is not hidden from the heart that calls upon me. Tonight, you do not need to solve your whole life. You only need to lean toward me and let my nearness become the place where your fear begins to loosen its grip. Whenever the darkness feels endless, remember that no night has authority over my love. The sky may be black, but it is not empty. Your heart may be tired, but it is not abandoned. Your eyes may not see the dawn yet, but dawn is still under my command. What feels endless to you is already held within my eternal care. I know where this night begins. I know where it ends, and I know how to carry you through the middle. So breathe again, my child, not because everything is easy, but because I am here. Rest for a moment, not because every burden has disappeared, but because you do not carry it without me. Let the darkness be dark, but do not call it final. Let the tears fall, but do not call them wasted. Let the silence remain for a little while, but do not call it abandonment. I am beside you, closer than your fear, deeper than your pain, stronger than the night, and faithful until morning comes. My child, there are nights when your heart feels too tired to form a prayer. You may open your mouth, but no words come out. You may kneel, yet your thoughts scatter in every direction. You may want to speak to me, but pain has pressed so deeply upon your soul that language feels far away. Do not be afraid of that silence. I do not measure your love by the number of words you can say. I do not reject the child who can only breathe, tremble, and look toward me from the shadows. Tonight, I want to teach you that prayer does not need to be long in order to be powerful. A sincere whisper can reach heaven faster than 1,000 empty phrases. A broken sentence, offered with trust, can open a door that fear tried to lock. A small cry from the depth of your need can become a holy bridge between your wounded heart and my mercy. When you cannot pray beautifully, pray honestly. When you cannot pray loudly, pray softly. When you cannot pray with confidence, pray with the little faith that remains. Listen closely to me, beloved child. You do not have to impress me. You do not have to arrange perfect thoughts before coming near. You do not have to hide your confusion behind religious words. I am your father, not a stranger waiting to examine your performance. I know when your mind is exhausted. I know when sadness has made your chest feel heavy. I know when fear has stolen your focus. I know when depression has made even simple things feel impossible. Before you speak, I already understand the ache inside you. So, when the night becomes too heavy, whisper this prayer from the deepest place within you. Father, I am here. I am weak, but I am yours. Hold me through this night. Calm my fear. Forgive my sins. Heal my heart. Do not let darkness overcome me. Let your peace cover me until morning comes. Let those words be enough. Do not judge them because they are short. Do not think they are small because they are simple. A child crying, "Father, help me," is heard with tenderness. A weary soul saying, "I am yours," is already turning away from despair. A trembling heart asking, "Hold me," is placing itself into my hands. Prayer is not a performance. Prayer is a return. Prayer is the soul remembering where it belongs. Perhaps you have believed that if your prayer is not strong, then I will not answer. Yet I tell you, I am drawn to the humble cry. I bend toward the wounded. I listen to the one who has no strength left to pretend. When your voice is barely audible, heaven still hears it. When your lips move only slightly, my mercy still receives it. When your tears interrupt every sentence, I do not turn away. I gather what you cannot finish, and I understand what your pain cannot explain. Remember what I have spoken. Do not be afraid, only believe. Let this word rest in you like a lamp in a dark room. Do not force yourself to feel brave all at once. Do not demand that your trembling disappear immediately. Just let your heart lean, even a little, toward trust. Faith can begin as a whisper. Hope can begin as a breath. Courage can begin as one small decision not to surrender your soul to fear. In this moment, I am not asking you to carry the whole future. I am inviting you to give me one prayer, not a perfect prayer, not a polished prayer, not a prayer that hides your pain, only a true one. Say to me, "Father, I cannot do this without you." Say to me, "Father, stay near me." Say to me, "Father, I am scared, but I want to trust you." These words, spoken in the darkness, are precious to me. They tell me that even though you are wounded, your heart still knows my name. There may be voices inside you that argue against prayer. One voice says, "You have failed too many times." Another says, "God is tired of hearing you." Another whispers, "Nothing will change, so why speak at all?" Do not welcome those voices as truth. They are shadows trying to sound like wisdom. They are chains trying to disguise themselves as reason. My child, shame wants to make you silent because it knows that even your smallest prayer can loosen its grip. Fear wants to close your mouth because it knows that my name brings light into places it cannot control. Call upon me anyway, even if your emotions feel empty. Call upon me, even if your mind is restless. Call upon me, even if your past accuses you. Call upon me, Even if you have not prayed for a long time, call upon me now. I am not standing with crossed arms, waiting to punish you for the distance. I am already moving toward you with mercy. The moment your heart turns back to me, the road between us is not measured by your weakness, but by my love. Gently, place your hand over your heart and breathe. Let the prayer become slower. Father, I am here. Say it as though you are stepping out of hiding. I am weak, but I am yours. Say it as though shame no longer owns your name. Hold me through this night. Say it as though my arms are strong enough for your whole sorrow. Calm my fear. Say it as though panic does not have the right to rule you. Forgive my sins. Say it as though mercy is greater than every fall. Heal my heart. Say it as though wounds are not beyond my touch. Do not let darkness overcome me. Say it as though the night must answer to my light. Let your peace cover me until morning comes. Say it as though hope is already approaching. Notice, beloved child, how prayer changes the direction of your soul. The problem may still be present, but your heart is no longer facing it alone. The night may still be dark, but your spirit has turned toward the one who commands the dawn. The burden may still feel heavy, but you have begun to place it where it belongs. Every honest prayer moves something inside you. It loosens the knot of fear. It softens the grip of despair. It reminds your wounded mind that you are not abandoned to your own strength. Do not be troubled if you need to repeat the prayer many times. Some fears leave slowly. Some wounds ache again after a moment of calm. Some thoughts return like waves against the shore. When they come back, bring the prayer back too. Whisper it again in your bed. Whisper it while sitting in the dark. Whisper it when tears start falling. Whisper it when your chest tightens. Whisper it when you wake in the middle of the night and cannot understand why your soul feels so afraid. Let repetition become a gentle rhythm of trust, not a sign that you have failed. Little by little, the prayer will become more than words. It will become a place where your soul can rest. It will become a handrail while you walk through the valley. It will become a small flame guarded by my spirit. When your heart cannot preach hope to itself, this prayer will speak hope for you. When your mind cannot find peace, this prayer will point you toward my presence. When your weakness feels louder than your faith, this prayer will remind you that you belong to me. My child, I want you to understand something tenderly. You are allowed to come to me unfinished. You are allowed to pray while still confused. You are allowed to ask for help before you feel worthy. You are allowed to seek my peace while your thoughts are still messy. Many people wait until they feel pure, strong, and steady before they speak to me. But the wounded cannot heal by staying away from the physician. The thirsty cannot be refreshed by avoiding the spring. The frightened child cannot be comforted by hiding from the Father. Bring me the prayer that limps. Bring me the prayer that shakes. Bring me the prayer that is interrupted by tears. Bring me the prayer that says only, please. I know how to receive it. I know how to translate it into the language of love. I know how to hold the meaning beneath the words. Nothing sincere is wasted before me. No tearful whisper disappears unheard. No cry of need is too small to matter in my kingdom. When the darkness presses close, do not try to defeat it by arguing with every thought. Turn to me first. Let my name become your shelter. Let my mercy become your covering. Let my peace become the air your soul breathes. You may not be able to control every emotion tonight, but you can place your heart in my hands. You may not be able to solve every problem before morning, but you can choose not to carry them without me. You may not feel strong, but you can let my strength hold you. Before you close your eyes, whisper the prayer once more. Father, I am here. I am weak, but I am yours. Hold me through this night. Calm my fear. Forgive my sins. Heal my heart. Do not let darkness overcome me. Let your peace cover me until morning comes. Receive these words as my invitation, not your burden. I am not asking you to climb up to me with exhausted strength. I am coming down into your night with compassion. I am meeting you in the place where language fails. I am listening to the prayer beneath your breathing. I am holding your soul while you learn to trust again. Rest now, my beloved child. Let the short prayer remain in your heart like a candle that refuses to go out. When your heart cannot speak, I still understand. When your voice becomes weak, my love remains strong. When the night feels too deep for many words, one honest whisper is enough to draw you into my arms. I am here. I hear you. I hold you, and the darkness will not overcome the child who calls upon my name. My beloved child, I see the tears you hide from the world. I see the ones that fall quietly when no one is near, the ones you swallow because you do not want to explain your pain again, the ones that burn behind your eyes while you keep speaking as though everything is fine. People may see your face, your work, your responsibilities, your forced smile, your daily routine. But I see deeper. I see the soul beneath the surface. I see the trembling places. I see the ache you learned to cover because you were afraid no one would understand. Many times, you have wiped your tears quickly, as if sadness were something shameful. You have told yourself to be stronger, to keep moving, to stop feeling so much. Yet I did not create your heart to be made of stone. I did not ask you to pretend that wounds do not hurt. A tear does not make you weak before me. A breaking voice does not make you faithless. A tired soul does not make you a failure. Your tears are not an offense to my love. They are a language I understand completely. There were moments when you cried without sound because the pain was too deep for words. In the darkness, you may have turned your face into the pillow and let your heart pour out what your mouth could not say. Perhaps you were afraid that if someone heard you, they would judge you, pity you, or tell you to move on before you were ready. But I was there. I did not look away. I did not grow impatient. I did not ask you to explain every wound before I drew near. I stayed beside you with the tenderness of a father who knows how fragile his child has become. Even when your tears came from failure, I saw them. I saw the regret that followed a wrong choice. I saw the shame that sat heavily on your chest. I saw how many times you replayed the past, wishing you could return and speak differently, choose differently, love differently, resist differently. My child, your sorrow is real, but it is not greater than my mercy. Your past may have left marks, but it does not own your future. The same eyes that see your tears also see the road of restoration I can open before you. Perhaps poverty has made you cry in secret. You have counted what little you had and wondered how tomorrow would be possible. You have looked at bills, empty spaces, delayed dreams, and needs you could not meet, and your heart became heavy with fear. You may have felt humiliated by lack, tired of asking, weary of struggling, ashamed that life became so difficult. But I see you there too. I see the dignity you still carry even when your hands feel empty. I see the courage it takes to continue when resources are few. I see the prayers hidden inside every anxious breath. Illness may also have drawn tears from you that no one fully understands. The body can become a battlefield, and pain can make the night feel longer than ever. When strength leaves you, when the doctor's words trouble you, when symptoms return, when fatigue covers you like a weight, you may feel trapped inside your own weakness. Yet my compassion does not stop at the door of sickness. I am near to the suffering body and the frightened mind. I see every silent tear shed in pain. I see the fear beneath the question, will I ever be well again? I see, and I am not absent. Loneliness has made many of your tears fall in hidden places. You have been surrounded by people and still felt unknown. You have watched others receive comfort while your own heart waited. You have carried stories that no one asked to hear, grief that no one noticed, burdens that no one offered to share. My child, I know the loneliness that sits quietly beside you. I know the ache of feeling invisible. But before me, you are not invisible. Your name is not lost in a crowd. Your voice is not background noise. Your pain is not a small matter. At times, depression may have made your tears feel heavy, slow, and endless. It may have told you that nothing will change, that joy belongs to other people, that your heart is too tired to rise again. It may have made simple tasks feel like mountains and ordinary mornings feel impossible. I do not condemn you for that battle. I do not despise you for days when you can only survive. I see the weight pressing on your soul, and I speak gently into that place. You are still mine. Your life still matters. Your story is not over because your strength feels small today. Do not believe the lie that your hidden suffering is meaningless. There are tears the world never honors, but heaven receives them. There are battles no one applauds, but I know their cost. There are nights you survived with no witness but me, and I tell you that they mattered. Every moment you chose not to give up mattered. Every time you whispered my name through a broken heart mattered. Every breath you took when despair wanted to silence you mattered. I have seen all of it, and none of it has been forgotten. Listen to my voice now. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. I do not speak this as a distant promise, meant only for another life. I speak it into your present sorrow. Your mourning is not the end of you. Your tears are not the final chapter. My comfort can enter the room where grief has sat for too long. My presence can touch the sorrow that human words cannot reach. My peace can come softly, not always as thunder, but as a warmth that reminds your soul it is still held. A wounded child often thinks the father is disappointed because the child is crying. But I do not stand over you with coldness. I kneel beside your pain. I place my hand upon the places that ache. I gather what has spilled from your heart. I know the difference between rebellion and exhaustion. I know the difference between a hardened heart and a heart that is simply broken. You do not need to hide your tears from me. The tears you hide from others may become the place where you meet my mercy most deeply. Gently, allow yourself to be honest in my presence. Tell me where it hurts. Tell me what you lost. Tell me what you fear. Tell me the name of the disappointment you keep trying to bury. Tell me about the person who wounded you, the dream that collapsed, the door that closed, the prayer that seemed unanswered, the moment you felt abandoned. I already know, but when you bring it to me, you stop carrying it alone. Pain kept in darkness grows heavier. Pain brought into my love begins to breathe. Sometimes you're afraid that if you begin to cry, you will never stop. Yet tears can become a doorway, not a prison. They can wash away the hardness that sorrow built around your heart. They can soften the ground where hope will grow again. They can release what silence has trapped inside you. My child, let the tears come when they must. Do not worship them, but do not fear them. Do not let them define your whole identity, but do not pretend they are not real. Bring them to me, and I will teach your soul how to grieve without losing hope. Remember, your tears do not surprise me. Before they touched your face, I knew the wound that created them. Before your heart broke, I knew the tenderness that would be needed to heal it. Before the night became heavy, I had already prepared grace for that hour. You may not see all that I am doing, but my care has been moving quietly around you. I have kept you from falling farther than you knew. I have sent small mercies you barely noticed. I have held your life together in ways your eyes could not measure. In the silence after crying, there is a sacred place where my comfort can settle. Stay there with me. Do not rush to distract yourself immediately. Do not punish yourself for feeling. Do not call yourself weak because your heart needed release. Let me sit with you in the quiet after the tears. Let my love speak without hurry. Let my presence fill the emptiness left behind. There are healings that begin not when you stop crying, but when you realize you are not crying alone. My precious child, the world may reward those who appear strong, but I draw close to those who know they need me. The world may praise the ones who hide pain well, but I look with tenderness upon the one who comes honestly. You do not have to wear armor in my presence. You do not have to smile for me when your soul is bleeding. You do not have to say, "I am fine," when you are not. I am not offended by the truth. I am the safest place for your truth to rest. Let every hidden tear become a seed of prayer tonight. When one falls, let it say, "Father, hold me." When another comes, let it say, "Father, heal me." When the next one rises, let it say, "Father, I still trust you." Even here, your tears can be gathered into worship when they are placed in my hands. Your sorrow can become sacred when it turns toward my heart. Your weakness can become a meeting place where my strength is revealed gently, patiently, and faithfully. Soon, you will learn that being seen by me is more powerful than being understood by everyone. Human comfort is precious, but it is limited. Some people will not know what to say. Some will grow tired of your pain. Some will misunderstand the depth of your struggle. But I will not. I see without confusion. I listen without impatience. I love without condition. I remain when others cannot remain. I hold what others cannot hold. So tonight, do not hide from me. Let the world sleep if it must, but keep your heart open to my presence. Place your tears into my hands one by one. Give me the tears of fear, the tears of shame, the tears of grief, the tears of loneliness, the tears of exhaustion, the tears you never named. I will not waste them. I will not mock them. I will not ignore them. I will receive them with mercy and turn them into a quiet place where healing can begin. Rest now, my child, knowing that you are seen, not judged from a distance, but seen with love, not measured by your weakness, but held in your weakness, not abandoned in your sorrow, but accompanied through it. The tears you hide from the world are not hidden from me, and because I see them, they are not lost. Because I love you, they are not meaningless. Because I am with you, this sorrow will not have the final word. My child, do not let fear hold the pen over your life. Fear sees only the storm and calls it the whole sky. Fear hears one painful word and writes a prophecy of rejection. Fear looks at one closed door and declares that every door will remain shut forever. But fear is not your father. Fear did not form you, redeem you, carry you, or breathe hope into your weary soul. I am the one who knows the beginning, the middle, and the end of your story, and I tell you tonight, the darkness does not have permission to write your final chapter. When panic rises in your chest, it tries to speak as though it has authority. It tells you that the problem is too big, the night too long, the future too dangerous, and your strength too small. It shows you images of failure before they happen. It pulls tomorrow into tonight and places it on your shoulders before you have grace to carry it. Yet I do not give you grace for every imagined disaster at once. I give you grace for this moment, this breath, this step, this hour. Stay with me here. Do not follow fear into a future I have not asked you to enter yet. There is a difference between warning and torment. Wisdom may tell you to be careful, to seek help, to make a decision, to avoid a harmful path. But torment repeats the same threat again and again until your soul feels trapped. Wisdom leads you toward life. Torment pushes you toward despair. Wisdom can be quiet and firm. Torment is loud and cruel. Learn to recognize the voice that steals your peace without offering a way back to trust. Not every thought that feels urgent comes from truth. Not every fear that feels powerful has the right to command you. Hear me speak into the trembling place within you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Receive this not as a distant saying, but as my living word for the night you are facing. I know your heart can be troubled. I know fear can knock hard against the door of your mind. Still, I am giving you something greater than fear's noise. I give you my peace, not the fragile peace of easy circumstances, but the deep peace of my presence, my authority, and my unfailing love. Perhaps fear has convinced you that one mistake has ruined everything. It points to your past and says you cannot recover. It reminds you of the person you were, the choice you regret, the words you cannot take back, the weakness you wish no one knew. My child, your failure is not stronger than my mercy. A broken season is not a broken destiny. A fall is not the same as the end of the road. I can lift, cleanse, restore, teach, rebuild, and lead you again. Fear may say, "You are finished." But my grace says, "Begin again with me." Another fear may whisper that you will always be alone. It tells you that no one will understand, that love will never stay, that your heart is too wounded to be received. Yet your life is not measured by who left you. Your worth is not decided by who failed to see you. Your future is not chained to the absence of those who did not know how to love you well. I am able to surround you with the comfort you need in ways you cannot predict. More importantly, I am able to become the secure place inside you that rejection cannot destroy. Sometimes fear uses your body as its battlefield. Your hands shake, your stomach tightens, your breathing becomes shallow, your thoughts begin to race, and you wonder if something terrible is about to happen. In those moments, do not hate your own body. Do not condemn yourself for being human. Pause gently. Breathe with me. Let your shoulders lower. Place your fear before me without shame. Your body may be sounding an alarm, but I am still Lord over the room. You are not the alarm. You are my child, and I am near enough to guide you back to peace. Before you believe the darkest prediction, ask your heart who is speaking. Is this voice leading you toward trust or away from it? Is it calling you into life or burying you under dread? Is it reminding you of my goodness or making you forget every mercy you have received? Fear often pretends to protect you, but then it imprisons you. It tells you not to try, so you will not be disappointed. It tells you not to hope, so you will not be hurt. It tells you not to trust, so you will not be betrayed. But a life ruled by fear becomes smaller and smaller until the soul forgets it was made for freedom. Courage does not always feel like fire. At times, courage is simply staying when you want to run. Courage is taking one small step after a night of shaking. Courage is opening your hands again after loss. Courage is saying, "Father, I am afraid, but I will not let fear become my God." Courage is not pretending that the darkness is harmless. It is remembering that I am greater than the darkness. A trembling child holding the Father's hand is safer than a proud heart walking alone. Let me remind you of what fear tries to erase. You have survived days you thought would destroy you. You have crossed valleys that once looked impossible. You have carried burdens that would have made others fall to their knees. You have cried, but you are still here. You have been wounded, but you are still breathing. You have been delayed, but you have not been abandoned. If my mercy carried you before, why would I leave you now? If my hand held you through yesterday's storm, why would it fail in tonight's wind? Dark thoughts may arrive like strangers knocking at midnight. They may say, "Give up. Nothing will change. You are too tired. No one cares. God is silent." Do not invite those thoughts to sit at the table of your soul. You may hear them, but you do not have to obey them. You may feel their pressure, but you do not have to agree with their conclusion. Bring every cruel thought into my light. Let me answer what fear has declared. Let me speak truth over the places where despair has tried to build a throne. In your story, pain may be a chapter, but it is not the author. Loss may be a chapter, but it is not the author. Illness, poverty, rejection, confusion, and failure may appear on the page, but they are not the author. I am the author who can turn mourning into wisdom, weakness into compassion, delay into preparation, and brokenness into a testimony of mercy. What fear calls wasted, I can redeem. What fear calls impossible, I can open. What fear calls dead, I can awaken. There are doors fear has kept you from approaching, a conversation you avoided because you imagined the worst, a dream you buried because disappointment seemed unbearable, a prayer you stopped praying because waiting hurt too much, a step of obedience you delayed because you did not feel strong enough. My child, I am not asking you to run ahead recklessly. I am asking you to stop bowing to fear as though it knows more than I do. Walk with me, and I will show you which doors to knock on, which burdens to release, which battles to face, and which paths to leave behind. Gently, begin to separate what is true from what is imagined. True, you are tired. False, you are hopeless. True, this season is difficult. False, it will never change. True, you have made mistakes. False, you are beyond mercy. True, people have hurt you. False, love will never reach you again. True, tomorrow is unknown to you. False, tomorrow is unknown to me. Let truth become the ground under your feet. Fear cannot rule a heart that keeps returning to what I have spoken. Whenever your mind races, slow down and return to this simple surrender. Father, you are greater than what I fear. Say it until your soul can breathe. Say it when worry begins to build pictures of disaster. Say it when regret tries to drag you backward. Say it when loneliness tells you that no one is coming. Say it when the night feels too quiet and your thoughts become too loud. This sentence is not magic, it is trust. It turns your eyes away from the size of the shadow and back toward the one who holds the dawn. My beloved, I do not promise that you will never face frightening moments. I promise that fear does not have to become your master. I do not promise that every question will disappear before morning. I promise that my peace can stand guard while questions remain. I do not promise that the path will always be easy. I promise that you will not walk it outside my care. The goal is not to become a soul that never trembles. The goal is to become a soul that knows where to run when trembling comes. A frightened heart often wants certainty more than it wants me. It says, "Show me every detail, and then I will rest." But certainty about every detail is not what saves you. My faithfulness saves you. My presence steadies you. My wisdom leads you. My love covers you when you cannot see beyond the next step. Trust is not the ability to control the whole road. Trust is placing your hand in mine while the road is still hidden. Now look at the fear that has been standing before you like a giant. Do not deny that it looks large. Do not pretend it has no voice. Simply refuse to let it become bigger than me. Speak to your soul with gentleness and firmness. This fear is real, but it is not my ruler. This night is hard, but it is not my ending. This burden is heavy, but it is not heavier than God. This pain is loud, but it is not louder than His promise. This moment is dark, but His light has not gone out. Soon, fear will try again to convince you that the worst is certain. When it does, remember that fear is a poor prophet. It has predicted your destruction many times. Yet here you are, still held by my mercy. It has told you that you would not survive, yet I have sustained you. It has told you that you were alone, yet I have been beside you. It has told you that your tears were useless, yet I have gathered them. Do not keep giving authority to a voice that has lied to you for so long. Tonight, choose one small act of courage. Turn off the cruel thought instead of feeding it. Drink water and breathe instead of spiraling deeper. Ask for help if you need help. Rest instead of punishing yourself with worry. Speak my name instead of rehearsing disaster. Forgive yourself for being afraid, and then place that fear in my hands. Courage grows through small obediences. Peace returns through small acts of trust. A heart can begin again with one faithful step. My child, I am not ashamed of you when you are afraid. I do not mock your trembling. I do not demand that you become strong without me. I come close and teach you how to stand. I place my truth beneath your feet. I place my peace around your heart. I place my promise before your eyes. Fear may walk beside you for a while, but it does not have to lead you. Let me lead. Let my voice become the one you follow. Rest under this truth before the night grows deeper. Your story belongs to me, not to panic, not to shame, not to sickness, not to poverty, not to rejection, not to the memories that hurt you, not to the lies whispered in the dark. I have not finished writing grace over your life. I have not run out of mercy for your weakness. I have not lost the power to bring morning after night. Place the pen back into my hands. Beloved child, fear will not decide the end of your story. My love will. My beloved child, before your eyes close tonight, do not carry into sleep what I am inviting you to place in my hands. You have held many things today that were too heavy for your heart. You carried worries about tomorrow, sorrow from yesterday, pressure from responsibilities, fear about the unknown, and the quiet ache of things you cannot control. Now the night has come, and I am near. This is not the hour to fight every battle again inside your mind. This is the hour to surrender, to breathe, to loosen your grip, and to let your Father hold what has been crushing you. Gently, look at what you have been carrying. Some burdens have names: debt, illness, family conflict, loneliness, failure, work, grief, temptation, regret. Others have no clear name. They are only a heaviness in your chest, a restless thought, a sadness that follows you from room to room. I know them all. Nothing inside you is vague to me. What feels tangled in your mind is clear before my eyes. What feels impossible in your hands is not too difficult for mine. You do not need to explain perfectly before you surrender. You only need to open your heart and let me receive what you cannot bear alone. Perhaps you are afraid to let go because you think surrender means you no longer care. But surrender is not carelessness. Surrender is trust. It is the child saying, "Father, this matters deeply to me, but I cannot hold it without being broken." It is the soul admitting that worry has not solved the problem, fear has not healed the wound, and sleeplessness has not changed the future. When you place your burden in my hands, you are not abandoning your life. You are bringing your life back to the one who loves you more than you know. There are burdens you picked up because you believed no one else would. You became responsible for everyone's emotions, everyone's expectations, everyone's disappointment. You tried to be strong enough for people who never asked whether you were tired. You tried to hold together relationships, plans, finances, and hopes with trembling hands. My child, I see the courage in you, but I also see the exhaustion. You were never meant to become the savior of your own life. You were never meant to carry the weight that belongs in my hands. Tonight, I ask you to release the burden of control. You cannot control every outcome. You cannot control every person's heart. You cannot control how quickly healing comes, how others respond, or how tomorrow unfolds. This does not mean you are powerless. It means you are human. Your peace cannot depend on your ability to manage everything perfectly. Let me be God over the places you cannot reach. Let me work in hearts you cannot change. Let me open paths you cannot force. Let me guard what you cannot watch over while you sleep. Another burden I want you to lay down is the burden of regret. You have replayed certain moments again and again, asking why you said that, why you chose that, why you trusted too quickly. why you stayed too long, why you fell again. Your past can teach you, but it must not imprison you. Bring me what you regret. Bring me the scene that still hurts. Bring me the sin that still makes you lower your eyes. I do not ask you to pretend it never happened. I ask you to place it beneath my mercy. What you confess to me can be cleansed. What you surrender to me can become the beginning of wisdom. Do not sleep under shame tonight. Shame is a cruel blanket. It covers the soul but gives no warmth. It tells you that you are your worst mistake, your weakest moment, your deepest failure. I speak a different word over you. You are my child. You are wounded, but not worthless. You are imperfect, but not rejected. You have fallen, but you are not beyond my reach. Let my mercy remove the weight shame placed upon your chest. Let forgiveness become the pillow beneath your tired soul. Listen to my promise. My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Receive this word not as a distant teaching, but as my voice beside your bed tonight. You may feel weak, but weakness is not the end of you. Weakness can become the place where my strength rests. Exhaustion can become the place where my tenderness enters. Failure can become the place where my grace begins again. You do not need to become strong before you come to me. Come to me, and I will give you strength in the very place where you feel empty. Slowly, bring me the burden of tomorrow, the appointment you fear, the bill you do not know how to pay, the conversation you dread, the decision you keep postponing, the uncertainty that makes your thoughts restless. Tomorrow is not outside my sight. Before the sun rises, I am already there. Before you step into what frightens you, my presence has gone before you. Do not live tomorrow twice, once in fear tonight, and once in reality when it arrives. Give me tomorrow now, and let tonight be a place of rest. Maybe your heart resists rest because suffering has taught you to stay alert. You may feel that if you relax, something will go wrong. You may believe that worry is a form of protection. Yet worry is a poor guardian. It exhausts you without securing you. It steals the strength you need for the real moment. It makes shadows larger than they are. My love guards you better than your anxiety ever could. My watchfulness does not sleep. My care does not become tired while your eyes close. Mine remain open over you. Let the burden of other people's judgment fall from your shoulders. You have wondered what they think, what they say, how they see your struggle, whether they understand your choices, whether they blame you for what happened. Their opinions cannot become the throne in your soul. Some people judge what they do not understand. Some speak quickly about wounds they never had to carry. Some see only fragments and imagine they know the whole story. I know the whole story. Rest in the gaze of the one who sees truly and loves completely. Lay down the burden of needing to appear fine. In my presence, you do not have to arrange your face into peace before you receive peace. You do not have to speak like someone who has answers. You do not have to hide the trembling in your voice. If you are tired, be tired with me. If you are sad, be sad with me. If you are confused, be confused in my arms. Truthfulness before me is not weakness. It is the doorway through which comfort enters. At this hour, your bed can become an altar of surrender, not because the room is perfect, not because your feelings are calm, not because every problem has been solved, but because your heart is turning toward me. Whisper each burden into my hands. Say, Father, I give you my fear. Say, Father, I give you my family. Say, Father, I give you my health. Say, Father, I give you my future. Say, Father, I give you what I cannot fix tonight. Each sentence is a release. Each release makes space for peace. Remember, my child, surrender may need to happen more than once. You may give me a burden and then feel your mind reaching for it again. Do not condemn yourself. simply return it to me. When worry comes back, place it back in my hands. When fear rises again, place it back in my hands. When the old memory returns, place it back in my hands. Trust is often practiced in repeated offerings. Every time you surrender again, your soul learns that my hands are safer than your fear. There is a holy relief in admitting that you are not God. You do not need to hold the universe together. You do not need to solve every crisis before dawn. You do not need to understand every delay, every loss, every unanswered prayer. You are allowed to be a child. You are allowed to need help. You are allowed to rest while your Father remains awake. Humility is not defeat. It is freedom. It lets you stop pretending you can carry what only I can carry. Consider how a child falls asleep in the arms of a loving father. The child does not know how every bill will be paid, how every road will open, how every danger will be avoided. The child simply rests because the Father is near. I am inviting you into that kind of trust tonight. Not ignorance, but confidence. Not denial, but dependence. Not escape, but surrender. Place your head down knowing that your life is not held together by your anxious thoughts. It is held by my mercy. Even the burdens you cannot name can be given to me. If all you feel is heaviness, give me the heaviness. If all you know is that your soul is tired, give me the tiredness. If your pain has no clear shape, place the whole ache before me. I do not need perfect labels to heal deep wounds. I do not need organized explanations to bring peace. I can enter the confusion with light. I can hold what you cannot describe. I can comfort the part of you that has been suffering silently for too long. Tonight, forgive yourself for not being able to fix everything. You have expected your heart to be stronger than it is. You have demanded answers from your exhausted mind. You have punished yourself for needing time, help, rest, and healing. But I do not treat you with such harshness. I am patient with the slow work of restoration. I am gentle with bruised places. I know how healing unfolds. Let my patience teach you how to be patient with yourself. Place also in my hands the people you love but cannot save, their choices, their pain, their distance, their anger, their illness, their confusion. Bring all of it to me. Loving someone does not mean carrying what only I can carry. You may pray. You may act with wisdom. You may speak with love, but you cannot become their God. Release them to my care. I love them with a love deeper than yours. I can reach places in them that your words cannot reach. Trust me with the ones who keep you awake at night. Now, take a slow breath and imagine your hands opening, not clenching, not grasping, not fighting, opening. This is what I desire for your soul. Open hands can receive. Open hands can rest. Open hands can be held. When you keep your fists closed around fear, you feel alone with the weight. When you open them before me, you discover that I have been waiting to carry it with you, and often to carry it for you. Let this prayer rise gently before you sleep. Father, into your hands I place this night. Into your hands I place my worries, my regrets, my family, my pain, my needs, and my tomorrow. What I cannot solve, I surrender. What I cannot understand, I entrust to your wisdom. What I cannot heal, I place beneath your mercy. Hold me while I sleep. Guard my heart from fear. Let your peace rest over me until morning comes. Stay with that prayer for a moment. Let it move slowly through the rooms of your heart. Let it touch the locked room of fear. Let it enter the hidden room of shame. Let it pass through the place where grief has been sitting. Let it settle over the memories that still ache. My peace is not rushed. My comfort does not need noise. I can work in the quiet while you sleep. I can strengthen you in ways you do not feel immediately. I can prepare mercy for the morning while you rest in the night. My precious child, you may close your eyes without solving the whole story. You may rest before everything is repaired. You may sleep while questions remain unanswered. This is not failure. This is faith. Faith says, I have done what I can, and now I give the rest to God. Faith says, the night is real, but the Father is near. Faith says, my hands are small, but His hands are strong. Let that faith, even if it feels small, be enough for this hour. Before sleep takes you, remember where your burden now belongs. Not on your chest, not in your racing thoughts, not in the hidden place where fear keeps rehearsing disaster. Your burden belongs in my hands. My hands were strong enough to bless the broken, touch the sick, lift the fallen, calm the storm, and carry the cross. They are strong enough to hold your life tonight. Rest, beloved child. Release what you cannot carry. I am here. I am awake. And I will hold you until the morning light returns. My beloved child, the night may still be around you, but it will not remain forever. Every darkness has a boundary before my command. Every storm has a place where its strength must end. Every season of weeping has a moment when my mercy begins to turn the page. You may not see the morning yet, but I have already prepared it. You may not feel peace fully in this hour, but I have already placed it within reach. Do not measure my faithfulness by the darkness you see right now. Measure the darkness by the promise of the Father who is holding you through it. Soon, the sky will begin to change. Perhaps not all at once. Perhaps not with thunder, fire, or a miracle that everyone can see. Sometimes morning comes gently. A breath becomes lighter. A thought becomes calmer. A tear dries without you noticing. A small strength returns. A quiet willingness to continue rises inside the soul. Do not despise that kind of morning. I often begin restoration softly, in ways the world overlooks, but heaven recognizes the first movement of hope. Remember this, my child. Peace is not always the absence of every problem. Peace is my presence becoming stronger inside you than the fear surrounding you. Peace is the soul learning that it is safe in my hands, even while questions remain. Peace is the heart resting under my care before every door has opened. Peace is not fragile when it comes from me. The world can offer distraction, noise, escape, or temporary comfort. But I give a peace that can remain when the room is quiet and the night is long. Maybe you expected me to rescue you by removing everything painful immediately. I understand why you long for that. Pain makes even 1 hour feel heavy. Waiting can make the heart tired. Yet I want you to know that I am not only working to change what is around you, I am also strengthening what is within you. I am teaching your soul to breathe again. I am rebuilding trust where fear has broken it. I am healing places so deep that quick comfort could never truly reach them. My work may be hidden, but it is not absent. There will be mornings when you wake and still feel the weight of life. Do not call those mornings failures. Healing often unfolds step by step. Peace often returns like dawn, slowly spreading across the places that were once dark. If you open your eyes and the battle is not fully over, do not think my promise has failed. Begin again with me. Say my name again. Place your burden in my hands again. Receive the strength needed for that day, not for a lifetime of imagined fears. Listen to what I have spoken to my children. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Let that word stand guard over your heart. I did not promise to visit briefly and disappear when the path becomes difficult. I promise to remain. I promise to be with you through valleys, through tears, through silence, through waiting, through weakness, through the night, and into the morning. My presence is not a candle that the wind can extinguish. My presence is the light that darkness cannot overcome. As morning approaches, do not forget what you learned in the night. You learned that a short prayer can hold great power when it comes from a sincere heart. You learned that tears hidden from the world are still seen by me. You learned that fear may speak loudly, but it does not deserve to write your story. You learned that burdens become lighter when placed in my hands. These are not small lessons. They are seeds of strength. Carry them gently into the new day. A new day does not mean you must become someone else instantly. You do not need to wake up perfect, fearless, completely healed, or fully certain. You only need to wake up held. Let that be enough. Held by mercy, held by grace, held by a love that does not abandon you when your emotions shift, held by a Father who knows your frame, your wounds, your needs, your limits, and your longing. You are not beginning the morning alone. I will rise with you into it. When your feet touch the floor, remember that the ground beneath you is not stronger than the one who sustains you. When you face the mirror, do not look only at tired eyes or the traces of sorrow. Look deeper and remember that you are still my child. When responsibilities return, do not let them steal the peace I placed in you during the night. Move slowly if you must. Speak gently to yourself. Let my grace guide your first thoughts before the world asks for your energy. Some battles may continue after sunrise, but you will not face them as the same soul that entered the night. Something in you has turned toward me again. Something in you has chosen trust over despair. Something in you has whispered, "Father, hold me." And I have heard, even if the change feels small, it is real. A small flame in a dark room is still light. A small prayer in a tired heart is still faith. A small step toward me is still a holy beginning. Do not allow the morning to become a place where you take back every burden you surrendered. Many people give me their worries at night and reclaim them with the first anxious thought of dawn. My child, leave them in my hands. Return to your duties, but do not return to the old chains. Care for what is yours to care for, but do not carry what belongs to me. Work, decide, speak, rest, ask for help, and take wise steps, but keep your soul anchored in my peace. If fear meets you again in the morning, answer it with the truth. Say, I was not abandoned in the night, and I will not be abandoned in the day. If shame tries to cover you again, answer it with mercy. Say, I belong to the Father who forgives and restores. If sorrow returns, answer it with hope. Say, my tears are seen, and my story is not over. If weakness rises, answer it with trust. Say, His grace is enough for this moment. There is a kind of strength that grows quietly in those who survive the night with me. It is not prideful. It does not boast. It does not pretend pain never happened. It is the strength of a soul that has learned where to run when everything shakes. It is the strength of a child who knows the Father's arms are still open. It is the strength of someone who has cried and still prayed, trembled and still trusted, fallen and still reached for mercy. This strength is precious to me. Never think your darkest night was wasted when you brought it to my heart. I can use even the hours you hated. I can turn your pain into compassion for others. I can turn your weakness into humility. I can turn your fear into wisdom. I can turn your tears into a testimony that one day helps another wounded soul keep breathing. What you endured in secret may become the very place where my love shines through you with gentleness and truth. Still, I do not ask you to understand all of that today. For now, receive peace. Let it rest upon your mind like morning light on a quiet window. Let it settle into your chest where anxiety has been living. Let it soften the places that clenched through the night. Let it remind you that you are not owned by what hurt you. You are not defined by the worst hour you survived. You are not trapped inside the voice of fear. You are mine, and my peace remains with what is mine. Before you step fully into the day, bless the soul within you instead of condemning it. Say to your heart, you made it through the night. Say to your body, thank you for carrying me. Say to your mind, you do not have to solve everything at once. Say to your spirit, return to the Father. Speak gently, because harshness will not heal what pain has wounded. I do not speak cruelty over you, and I do not want you to speak cruelty over yourself. Let the morning become a sign, even if it is ordinary. The light through the window can remind you that darkness never has the final word. The first breath of the day can remind you that I am still sustaining you. The quiet before the world becomes loud can remind you that my voice is still near. The simple act of rising can remind you that grace has carried you farther than despair predicted. Ordinary mercies are still mercies. Learn to notice them, and your heart will begin to see my fingerprints again. Sometimes peace remains not as a feeling, but as a choice to stay close to me. Feelings rise and fall like waves, but my faithfulness stands. If you do not feel calm immediately, do not panic. Peace can be deeper than emotion. Peace can be the decision to keep your hand in mine while your heart is still learning to trust. Peace can be the refusal to call the darkness final. Peace can be the quiet belief that I am working even before you feel strong. My child, I will walk with you into the morning. I will be with you in the small tasks and the difficult conversations. I will be with you when your strength is renewed and when you still feel fragile. I will be with you in the places where you smile and in the places where tears return. My companionship does not depend on your mood. My love does not change with the weather of your heart. I remain steady, patient, and near. Carry this short prayer into the first light. Father, thank you for keeping me through the night. Let your peace remain in me today. Guide my thoughts, guard my heart, strengthen my body, and help me walk in trust. What I cannot control, I leave in your hands. What I cannot understand, I place beneath your wisdom. What I fear, I surrender to your love. Stay with me, Father, and teach me to live this day under your peace. Allow that prayer to become the doorway between the night and the morning. Do not rush past it. Let it shape the way you rise, the way you breathe, the way you answer your thoughts, the way you face what waits ahead. A day begun in surrender does not become perfect, but it becomes held. A heart begun in prayer does not become immune to trouble, but it becomes rooted in my presence. That is where your peace will remain. My beloved, the night did not destroy you. Fear did not finish you. Tears did not drown you. Weakness did not separate you from my love. You are still here because my mercy has held you. You are still breathing because my hand has sustained you. You are still able to hope because my spirit has not stopped whispering life into you. Let this truth be stronger than the memory of the darkness. Now receive my blessing over your soul. May my peace guard your heart when thoughts become loud. May my mercy cover your past when shame returns. May my strength rise within you when your body feels tired. May my wisdom guide your steps when the path is unclear. May my love surround you when loneliness tries to speak. May my light remind you, again and again, that no darkness is stronger than the Father who stays. Rest in this promise as the morning comes. I was with you in the darkest night, and I will remain with you in the new day. My peace is not leaving at sunrise. My love is not fading with the passing hours. My care is not limited to moments when you feel spiritual or strong. I am your Father in the night, your Father in the morning, your Father in every fragile hour between. Walk forward, my child. The morning will come, and my peace will remain. My beloved child, now that this prayer has been placed in your heart, do not let it end as only a moment of comfort. Let it become a shelter you can return to when the night grows heavy again. Let it become a quiet path beneath your feet when your mind feels lost. Let it become a small lamp you carry into the places where fear once ruled you. I do not want you to hear my voice for a moment and then return to the darkness as though you are alone. I want you to remain in my peace, to breathe inside my love, to remember that your Father has not spoken only for this night, but for every night that may come. There will be hours when the same worries try to knock again. They may return with familiar faces, familiar memories, familiar questions. A thought may say, "You prayed, but what if nothing changes?" Another may whisper, "You felt peace for a moment, but it will not last." Do not be surprised when fear tries to return to the room it once occupied. Instead, answer it with the truth I have given you. Say gently within your soul, "I have placed this burden in the hands of my Father." I do not need to take it back. Peace is not protected by never facing fear again. Peace is protected by returning to me each time fear calls your name. My child, remain close to me after the prayer ends. Stay near when the video becomes silent, when the room returns to quiet, when your phone is placed aside, when the world no longer offers distraction. I am still there. My presence does not disappear when the music fades. My mercy does not leave when your emotions shift. My love is not an atmosphere created by words alone. I am the living God who sits beside the wounded, who listens to the exhausted, who bends toward the one who has no strength left to pretend. Slowly, allow the truth to settle deeper than your feelings. Feelings may rise, fall, change, tremble, and return. Some nights, you may feel my peace strongly. Other nights, you may only know it by faith. Do not measure my nearness only by what your heart can feel. A child asleep in the arms of the Father may not be aware of every breath the Father takes, but the child is still held. In the same way, even when you do not feel everything clearly, you are still held by my faithful hands. Perhaps tomorrow you will wake with questions still unanswered. That does not mean tonight was wasted. A seed placed in the soil does not become a tree before morning, yet life has already begun beneath the surface. A wound touched with medicine may still ache, yet healing has already started. A heart that turns back to me may still feel fragile, yet grace has already entered. Do not demand that your soul become whole in one instant. Let me restore you with patience. Let me walk with you through the small beginnings. Remember this: when you face the day, you do not have to carry a holy feeling in order to walk in faith. You only need to keep turning toward me. When you feel weak, turn toward me. When you feel calm, turn toward me. When you are tempted to worry again, turn toward me. When you succeed, give thanks. When you fall, come back quickly. When you are confused, ask for wisdom. When you are tired, rest in my care. A life of trust is built through many small returns, not through one perfect moment. Let your home, your room, your bed, your quiet corner become places where you remember me, not only in crisis, not only when tears fall, not only when fear becomes unbearable, but also in ordinary moments. Speak to me while you prepare for the day. Speak to me when you sit in silence. Speak to me when you cannot understand your own heart. Speak to me when you feel grateful for something small. I am not only the God who rescues you in the darkest night. I am also the Father who walks with you through ordinary mornings. There is one more burden I want you to release: the fear that you must become perfectly healed before I can use your life. My child, I can shine through a heart that is still mending. I can speak tenderness through someone who has known tears. I can bring comfort through a soul that has survived the valley. Your wounds do not make you useless to me. When surrendered into my hands, they can become places where compassion grows. One day, your story may help another tired soul believe that the night is not the end. Do not compare your healing to anyone else's journey. Some people rise quickly. Others walk slowly. Some receive visible answers. Others carry quiet grace through hidden battles. I am not measuring you against another child. I know your frame. I know your history. I know the weight of what you carried before anyone saw you struggle. Let your pace be held by my mercy. Let your progress be guided by my wisdom. Even one step toward light matters to me. Whenever guilt tries to return, remember that repentance is a doorway, not a prison. Come to me honestly, receive my mercy, and walk forward. Do not sit forever beside the ashes of what has already been confessed. I do not forgive you so that you can remain chained to shame. I forgive you so that you can rise. I cleanse you so that your soul can breathe again. I restore you so that fear no longer has the right to call you by the name of your past. Whenever loneliness speaks, remember that I know your name, not as a distant record, not as a forgotten detail, but as a father knows his child. I know the sound of your hidden cry. I know the weight behind your silence. I know the dreams you have stopped mentioning because disappointment made them painful. You may feel unseen by people, but you are not unseen by me. You may feel misunderstood, but you are not unknown. You may feel left behind, but you are not abandoned. Whenever weakness returns, do not curse yourself for being human. Bring your weakness back to me. Strength that depends only on emotion will fade. Strength that depends on my grace will rise again and again. You do not need to manufacture courage from an empty heart. You may receive it from me. Ask for enough strength for the next step. Ask for enough peace for the next hour. Ask for enough hope to breathe through the moment you are in. I will not despise such prayers. Now, my child, carry this blessing within you. May your mind be guarded from the cruel voice of despair. May your heart be softened where pain has made it hard. May your body receive rest where exhaustion has settled. May your memories be touched by mercy where regret has lingered. May your future be placed under my wisdom where fear has imagined disaster. May your soul remember, even in silence, that the Father is near. If another dark night comes, do not think you have failed because you feel afraid again. Return to the prayer. Return to my promise. Return to the truth that you are mine. Darkness may visit, but it cannot own you. Sorrow may speak, but it cannot define you. Fear may rise, but it cannot become your master unless you surrender the pen. Keep the pen in my hands. Let me continue writing mercy, restoration, courage, and peace over your life. Before you leave this moment, whisper once more with a sincere heart, Father, keep me close to you. When I am weak, hold me. When I am afraid, calm me. When I am tired, restore me. When I forget your love, remind me. When darkness comes again, lead me back into your peace. Receive this, beloved child. I am not finished with you. I am not tired of you. I am not far from you. I have seen your darkest night, and I have stayed. I have heard your shortest prayer, and I have answered with my presence. I have received your hidden tears, and I have covered them with compassion. Walk forward now, not as someone who has no wounds, but as someone who is deeply loved. Walk forward not because every problem has vanished, but because your Father remains. My peace is with you. My hand is upon you. My light will guide you. And even when the night returns, you will never face it without me. My beloved child, if another dark night comes, do not think you have returned to the beginning. Do not say to yourself, nothing changed. Do not believe that one wave of fear has erased every step of grace you have taken with me. Healing is not always a straight road, and peace is not always felt without interruption. Sometimes the heart grows stronger quietly, beneath the surface, even while old fears still knock at the door. I do not measure your journey by one difficult evening. I see the hidden growth, the small surrender, the fragile trust, the courage that rose when no one was watching. There may be nights when you pray and still feel heavy. There may be mornings when you remember my promise and still feel weak. There may be moments when tears return after you thought they were finished. Do not let shame speak over those moments. Tears returning do not mean my comfort has failed. Fear returning does not mean your faith has disappeared. Weariness returning does not mean you have been abandoned. You are a child learning to breathe again after many storms. And I am patient with every breath. Often, the wounded soul expects instant transformation. It says, "If God touched me, why do I still ache?" It says, "If I truly trusted, why am I still afraid?" It says, "If I prayed sincerely, why is my heart not completely calm?" My child, do not turn healing into another burden. Do not use your pain as evidence against yourself. A field does not become fruitful the moment the seed enters the soil. A broken bone does not become strong the moment it is set. A heart that has been wounded deeply may need my tenderness again and again, and I am not tired of giving it. Whenever darkness returns, come back to me without delay. Do not spend hours accusing yourself before you pray. Do not stand at a distance as though you must first repair your own soul before I will receive you. The enemy wants you to believe that repeated need is shameful, but I tell you that repeated returning is trust. Each time you come back, your heart learns where its home is. Each time you whisper, "My name" again, despair loses a little more ground. Each time you lay the burden down, even after picking it up again, your soul practices freedom. Consider the child who is learning to walk. When the child stumbles, the loving father does not say, "You have failed forever." He reaches out his hands. He lifts. He steadies. He encourages another step. I look upon you with even greater tenderness. When you stumble into fear, I do not mock you. When you fall into old thoughts, I do not abandon you. When your courage shakes, I do not withdraw my hand. I am the Father who teaches you how to rise without hatred toward yourself. Tonight, I want you to release the shame of needing comfort more than once. You are not weak because you need to hear my promise again. You are not disappointing me because your heart needs repeated reassurance. You are not a burden because you bring me the same wound with new tears. Love does not count the number of times a child reaches out in pain. Mercy does not become annoyed by the cry of the fragile. My compassion is not measured in small portions. It flows toward you with patience deeper than your need. My precious child, learn to speak to yourself with the tenderness I speak over you. When your heart grows anxious, do not say, "I am hopeless." Say, "I am afraid, but I am held." When you feel tired, do not say, "I am useless." Say, "I am weary, but grace is near." When regret returns, do not say, "I am ruined." Say, "I have fallen, but mercy is greater." When tears come again, do not say, "I am broken beyond repair." Say, "I am wounded, but the Father is healing me." Beloved child, I am not asking you to become unbreakable. I am asking you to let me be your strength when you feel breakable. I am not asking you to never cry again. I am asking you to bring your tears into my hands. I am not asking you to understand the whole road. I am asking you to trust the Father who walks with you. I am not asking you to silence every fear by your own power. I am asking you to let my love become louder than fear, one moment at a time. When the darkness returns, remember that return is not defeat. It is another invitation to come closer, another place for my mercy to meet you, another hour for my peace to guard you, another chance for your soul to learn that you are not alone, not forgotten, not condemned, and not beyond healing. The night may come again, but it will not find you without a Father. The fear may speak again, but it will not find you without a promise. The tears may rise again, but they will not fall outside my sight. So rest in this gentle truth. You do not have to start over in shame. You may continue in grace. You may rise slowly. You may pray softly. You may heal patiently. You may return often. I will not close my arms because you need them again. I will not turn my face because your wound still aches. I will not remove my peace because your heart still trembles. Come back whenever the night feels heavy. My child, come back without fear. Come back without pretending. Come back to the Father who has been waiting, not with judgment, but with mercy.